So I do want to kind of split this year in half. So going into Q3 is where we as a podcast and as the people who's been taking this journey with us, it kind of shifted a lot because internally we were like, all right, cool, we're running on fumes because the beef wore us out, Paul. Okay.
Damn, Savon, that's a crazy. What kind of sentence is that?
The beef wore us out.
You could have said that so many different ways.
Really, Savon? You ain't have no other variation?
Like, this rap battle was very tiring to cover. You could have said it like that.
And then it wore all of us out. Nobody won the fight.
It was a big beef.
Nobody beat the beef.
And the beef was long.
We never seen it.
Reggie.
We never seen anything like this. It's massive. It broke records. Literally.
Never seen a beef like this.
Oh my God.
Damn. So by the time Q3 came around, we was all worn out, right?
See, I wanted to know how he knew earlier. I'm trying to tell you.
But I do want to take this time because this is actually where our year intersected with Nyla's year because she was one of the DJs at our sold out mixer this year in Brooklyn.
Yo, y'all mixer was so lit.
Thank you.
That mixer was so lit. The venue was fire.
Thank you.
The fucking turnout was nuts.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
We had a really good time. I mean, you curated the vibes. Like you started,
Literally.
you curated the vibes, and so thank you. And then the other thing is too, like, I do want to give you your flowers because we, and when I say we, I mean like internally, right? Alex, myself, Reggie, Kieran, all the people that make this thing go. We got into an internal fight because of you.
We did?
And I'm gonna.
I don't know where he's taking this.
You don't gotta know.
I be forgetting shit, yo.
But it wasn't anything that we can control. Because you and Nyla were speaking. You were communicating with her about the DJ stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
And Nyla was like, "Yo, guys, I fuck with y'all. I support y'all. I want to do this off the love for y'all."
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I told Alex.
Oh, my God. I forgot about this.
I almost squared up with Alex like, no, nigga, what is her price?
I'm like, nigga.
We want to pay
I'm
her.
like,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, yo, put your guard down. She got a good heart. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, the girl got a good heart. I don't know. And I keep asking her, let us pay you.
Right? And
That was crazy.
outside of how that ended, right?
That's so silly.
But
no, it's not.
It's not. And you know, so thank you for that. Thank you for curating and being a part of that. Because your name is your name at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
I'm
Big
sure
Nyla.
that sold a few tickets too. Just the fact that you were there, right?
For
Like
sure.
that sold some tickets too. Just you being a part of that. So thank you for that. But yeah, around this time of year, I do want to just take a moment for us to kind of reflect personally. Again, Nyla, I want you to do the same. We got a ton that we could reflect on. Let's start with our studio.
Yeah, that we now own.
Let's start with the money in the
We
room.
on this-
Nyla, calm down.
The money
Nyla,
in the room. I said, y'all still at full court? He said, oh no, we have our own studio. That's our studio.
Oh, you said that?
oh.
I hit her with that. I hit her with that.
Excuse me.
I hit her with that via text.
Yes.
I said no.
Oh, actually, it's Nisano Studios
That's
now.
exactly what I said.
Yes.
I said no. Actually, it's NTK
Oh
Studios.
shit.
No, yeah. So,
I'm humbled.
We kind of
so are we.
We took over the studio. Shout out to Mandii too. Mandii,
facts.
she was one of the few guests that we had on the podcast. But this was formerly known as Full Court Studios, and now it's Need to Know Studios. And
Facts.
all of the equipment and the people that come in and the staff that work here. Shout out to y'all too. Y'all make
Big
this
shout
thing
out.
go.
They've been amazing for
They
us.
have. They really have.
Love them.
It looks amazing in here.
Yeah.
And that was a real big moment. And then something else that happened around this time where Nyla, this is one of the few times that I don't know if it was your number that I used or your DMs or that we exchanged, but you were not happy with our hip hop draft.
Oh, we did a draft.
And she let me know about how she felt about the need to know hip hop draft. Okay. For anybody who may be new to the podcast, who didn't experience this with us in real time, we thought that we would try something new. Now, I will say this, there's been other podcasts who have done drafts. And it seems to happen right after we did some drafts.
I'm
but
screaming.
you know how it would be.
I didn't even see those other podcasts.
Oh, you heard that? She didn't even see them.
But I saw this one. I saw
Reggie.
this one, and I was so on 10. Actually, I love the rollout that you guys did with this too.
Like the graphics?
Yeah, like on social media, it just
Thank
kept
you.
me abreast.
this
Yeah.
is dope. Thank you.
What are your grievances?
So really quick, let's just give a little bit of context before she tells us her grievances.
Okay.
Alex,
Yeah.
myself,
Yeah.
Reggie, the three of us, we did a hip hop drafts just from 2010 to 2020. So we did a
hip hop draft,
a hip hop decade long draft.
Yeah.
And again, it's just hip hop acts from the years 2010 to 2020. Now, again, there's some artists that came out prior to 2010 that we covered, but it was about what their output was and what their production was during that time period.
Yeah.
And we did a draft and we randomized the order. Okay. This order, now that I'm looking at it, it looks very skewed.
It looks crazy to the naked eye.
It looks crazy. But
come on.
We're gonna post a graphic. If you look at the graphic, it goes in a snake order, which is from the first pick, right? And then the last pick goes first in the second round.
Yeah.
So again, we're gonna put the graphic on. If you're listening to audio, I'm so sorry you can't see this visually. but
there were 6 rounds.
Let's talk about the Need to Know podcast hip hop draft really quick, and we can't wait to have you on the draft one day.
Man,
R&B one will go crazy with
Yo,
Nyla.
could we please?
All right, we gotta do it now.
All right, Reg, how is Cole in A2?
Well, this is strategy because I came in here just wanting this one person as my team captain, Nipsey. That was what I was like laser focused on. But then once I knew it was a snake order, it would go Savon, Alex, me, and then me again. So I knew I saved Cole. I saved Cole because I was like, I know I'm gonna get him for my second pick. So I just wanted to secure Nipsey as my first pick. And I knew I was gonna get Cole, you know what I'm saying?
Wouldn't that apply?
I was typing.
I feel like you should have just got Cole first and then get Nip.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
I'm not. No.
It looks crazy. Wait, hold on.
I respect your opinion, but to me, this does not look crazy. Me picking Nipsey as my team captain does not look crazy to me.
No, that's not the statement that I made. You picking Nipsey as a team captain is honorable. I love Nip. I respect.
Is that what you're saying? Yeah, because you said it looks crazy to the naked eye.
I'm saying on naked eye, for Cole to be in the tier 2 when Drake and Kendrick are on tier 1. It's like
that's okay with me.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe to her defense, I was gonna take Nip.
I needed him.
A nigga like me, I was gonna take Nip.
But you wasn't gonna be able to because it goes back to her.
Yeah, she had the
back. I was gonna take him regardless.
Okay.
I guess she knew I was gonna do that.
Also,
because I was gonna take Nip.
The first round being Drake, Kendrick, Cole. I feel like that was a little boring. I had to switch it up.
Switch it up.
It was too predictable.
That is what I felt like when I said she had to be different.
Yeah, she went different for that one.
I'm not mad.
And I mean that with love.
Because that's the first round.
I like everybody else.
The first round is Savon, Drake, myself, Kendrick Lamar, and Reggie, Nipsey Hussle.
Yeah, that was the first round.
Yeah.
Now, we're looking at the
that
team.
reflects personalities, by the way. Very well.
Was that shade?
What, the first pick?
Wait, how was that shade?
Okay, it wasn't shade.
I think it does too. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it reflects personality.
And we don't have to do like round by round.
I'm a Bob on the low.
But if you look at our graphic, which is on our YouTube, please make sure y'all go check that out.
And I can't believe Wale is so far down. And Tyler, the Creator, those two need to be higher.
Yeah.
So let's Alex and Reggie.
Yeah.
I'll say my team. Alex,
Okay.
you say your team, and then Reggie, you'll say your team. Again, if you want to see this in a visual format, please go check out the YouTube, Patreon, wherever you can see our visuals, or just go on our Instagram and you can check that out. But really quick, again, we did this in a snake order draft. But my team was, my first pick was Drake, second pick was Future, third pick was Cardi B, my fourth pick was the Migos, fifth pick was Wale, and my sixth pick was Tory Lanez.
It's toxic.
Toxic ass
It's a
nigga.
toxic playlist.
Yo, jeez.
Are you okay?
Sounds like a great list.
Great artist. Great, talented artist.
Great
talented
list.
artist, honestly. Come on. Even through Cardi B in there.
For sure.
Come on. Salute though.
Shout out to the Bronx.
Honestly. All right, my team was Kendrick Lamar, Nicki Minaj, Kanye West, Travis Scott, Lil Uzi Vert, and Tyler the Creator. I mean, I don't know who let me build the Golden State Warriors. I mean, I don't know who made me build the 96 Bulls. I don't know how I did it.
That's a good list.
That's a good list.
That's a good list. Hold on.
I like that list.
I'm looking at it.
Yo, she didn't say that for Wait, so I texted my
That's a good
friend, like
list.
he's literally my real life friend. Shout out to my guy Will Hill. He's a rapper, whatever. I wanted like an unbiased opinion. I
Yeah.
sent him the graphic with no context. He doesn't know us, like, and his text just goes, "Alex wiped the floor with y'all."
That's a good list.
Mind you, yo, Nyla, Insider, they prepped for this draft.
I did.
As we should.
No, as they should. They
Don't make us feel bad for prepping.
I'm not. I'm just being funny. You're right. They did their job, but
Yeah,
and he came in and just freestyled it.
Just saying. Just saying. I
will say though, Kanye West was a little bit of a cheat, but whatever.
It's on the border.
It is.
But Life of Pablo, right? What else other joint he put out?
Graduation and late registration was in the 2000s, so
him and Dollar $ign put a joint out, right?
Now Kanye's still Kanye when it comes to music.
He's still putting out music,
right? Yeah.
Reggie did not like that in real time.
She said that too.
In real time.
She said it. She was like, "Can we get a veto?"
She was like, "Wait, Kanye," and my stupid ass is, "Oh, sure, he can have it." I'm not knowing he was building the fucking Avengers. I should have vetoed that shit. I'm sorry, Reggie.
Y'all right. Maybe you should have.
So my team, I'm very proud of it, okay?
Yes.
I picked Nipsey as the GO as my team captain. Cole, undeniable.
Yeah.
Young Thug. Why are people making fun of my team? I have Young Thug on him.
Yeah, Thug did.
Megan Thee Stallion, she makes all the hits, very marketable.
Yeah.
Meek Mill, his run was scary during that time. And Currency was definitely a personal pick. But I will say, if you revisit the comments and on Instagram and YouTube, people really, I found my tribe when I picked Currency because people were like, yo, I respect that.
Yeah. They appreciated that pick.
Look at Nyla's comment.
Wait, what is it?
What Nyla say?
I love y'all, but tomato. I would. You know what? I ain't about to do this. I love y'all, but...
So now, Nyla, really quick, before we move on to the next thing, what about this list struck a nerve?
Oh, yeah, what would you have done?
I love you, Reg. Yours is the one I hate the most.
I'm not mad at it. It's fine.
Mine's is second, and Alex's is really good.
Yeah.
Megan and Meek, I don't know.
Megan Meek.
That's recency bias.
I like that she
Meek
brought that up.
Went insane.
That's not even recency bias.
You gotta remember.
Because even during the blog era, I was a fan of Meek. But I don't know.
Let's not do this.
Nyla.
The Dream Chasers series, and also in 2018 was Championships, his album that was phenomenal. I
When's the last time you bumped Championships?
This morning.
I ain't about to do this. Mandii already did it on here.
Wait, hold on.
I don't want to be on
the DMV didn't have love for Meek?
No.
I know the DMV.
No, this is just my personal.
Okay.
I'm just basing it based off my personal. I love Meg.
Right.
But I'm just looking at who they stand next to.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay.
Like when J. Cole and Young Thug announced that they was going on tour together and everybody was like, what the fuck? That's how I feel about your list. It's like,
it's like, why?
Okay. I get it, but okay, I don't know.
Now
we're
going to invite you for our R&B draft.
Yo,
your shit better look like...
Yeah.
I don't even know the Temptations.
Yeah, you're like the perfect person to do it.
Let's do it.
All right, good. We're going to call you now.
I can't wait to do
All right. Okay, I know you're going to answer. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Speaking of Mandii B, Mandii, she had a moment on our podcast this
Oh my
year.
God. I was so entertained.
So Mandii is a dear friend. I will say that.
Yes.
Mandii is a very dear friend, and you just gotta love. She is who she is.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't try to change in any room that she goes into.
Lead with love.
The cool thing with Mandii, no, I'm leading with love and I'm going to end with love too, right? We're not just going to lead with love. The thing about Mandii is she will walk in the room and she is always who she is.
She's herself.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in corporate meetings with Mandii and she's Mandii. You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
I have been in more turn-up environments with Mandii, and Mandii is who she is. And so when we had the moment this year on this podcast where we started trending, and shout out, I think, and I said this in real time, Meek Mill's publicist owes us a check.
Oh, they definitely spent money on that campaign.
Because we made, Meek Mill has had so much horrible coverage during the last 2, 3, 4, 5 years for whatever reason.
Yeah.
This was a moment that, Mandii, she said she couldn't list 5 Meek Mill songs, and Reggie so eloquently destroyed her at that point.
What makes me laugh rewatching it, when she said that, she was like, I can't name 5 Meek Mill records. And then Savon was like, that's not a good take, man. Very calmly, he's like, that's not a good take.
Not a good take, Mandii. Like, why are you doing
I tried to warn her. Yeah. I really did.
But it made the internet remember who Meek Mill was, too.
Yes, people came in waves. That clip is still going on social media.
That was the benefit about it going viral.
I will say to that is that I feel like anybody who's been in the game 10 plus years has a strong core who will support you online. The same way you found your tribe of Currency. I think Meek Mill is one of those people.
I agree.
For sure.
He has like the dream chasers, like chasing dreams.
By the way, after this year, I don't like anything with the word dream in it. I ain't dreaming, nigga. I'm living in reality.
Word?
Yeah, so
You're not Dreamville?
What do you mean?
Dreamville, I just, words have power, so I don't really like it.
Oh, you just villain.
Wait, are you saying this? Wait, are you saying this because you're sick of like Dream Chaser, Dreamville, or are you saying the word dream?
I'm both.
Wait, what's your beef with Dreamville? I thought they had a phenomenal Q4.
No, I don't have a beef with Dreamville. I'm just saying
the word itself.
Words have power. So the dreaming thing, it's like, I don't know. I'm just not trying to dream. I want niggas who's gonna stand on business. That's it.
I was holding a number.
Yeah. She's like, fuck that.
Reggie.
She's like, that shit's not inspiring anymore. Like
dream chasing, like nah, nigga, like we're here.
Yeah, it's a destination, not a dream.
It's a yes.
How long we gonna chase? I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Flexing, Maybach curtains, Oodle the Noodle.
Oh wait, in case y'all didn't get the beginning of this,
anyone who could name 5 Meek records.
Amen, Flexing, Maybach curtains, Oodle the Noodles. 24/7.
24/7. You never heard that with the element.
Not you.
By the way, Elevate did not need him on there.
But that was his song though.
Come on.
Elevate did not need him on there.
They needed each other.
I play that hook and I get out.
Nyla, stop. They needed each other.
y'all named a lot of songs.
We did.
Oh, he's on there?
Nyla, you good?
Wait,
Yo, you alright?
Yeah, I'm joking.
Yeah, I know you
I'm joking.
That's his song.
She's trying to trigger.
No.
She's trying to trigger us.
No, when I'm DJing now, I definitely only play the R&B part.
Oh my, wait. So you be hating as a DJ? Like, you know them parts to get in and out?
That's not hating, but who wants to rap? When I'm rapping Meek, it's like Dreams and Nightmares, House Party, and I'm a Boss. Those are the ones I would actually play at the club and let the rap record play. But 24/7 and what is that? The Light? No, what is it?
Dangerous.
You ain't connect with that one? And he was like, loving the shit out you.
Fucking
the shit out you. For 7
I need
days
a
straight.
little more. I need a little more.
It's not enough for you.
I ain't mad at that.
You see, you got that Kendrick. I see what's going on. Got that Kendrick curtain on you now. Yeah, it's making sense now.
Real quick, just to highlight a few more things around this time of year. Just us in general, the pod and Nyla. Shout out to Charlamagne. Charlamagne, he always finds a way to just show love and show us some support around this time. He definitely gave us a shout out on the Brilliant Idiots podcast. I have been documented saying that is one of my favorite podcasts, if not my favorite podcast.
Facts.
So shout out to him for doing that.
No,
we also, Alex,
Yeah.
myself, this is a you and me thing. Reggie, we love you.
Yeah.
But this is where we have to exclude you out of the threesome that we are. Alex and I.
Yo, you are wild.
You hear him, right?
Yeah, he's a wild boy.
No, it's 3. How many people's on the artwork?
You got it.
I ain't never did a threesome.
I didn't say you did. We are.
Nah,
We'll talk about that later.
Affirmative action is already in play.
Y'all want me to be a host so bad. Reggie, you good? No, I never had no threesome.
Again, this excludes her.
Nah, why your eyes switching?
No knowledge, chill. I'm dead ass. Stop. I'm serious.
This is just between you and I. And honestly, I would have not been in this position if it wasn't for you, pause. The one chip challenge.
Yo, you alright today, bro?
It was you.
Nah, that's the 3rd time you did some shit like that, man.
But you started that.
All right, what I did?
We did the one chip challenge.
We did do the one
Shout
chip
out to
challenge.
Pierre. We haven't mentioned Pierre, I don't think, this episode, but this was his idea. He came on our podcast and he said, hey, guys, I have an idea. I have gifts for you. All of us opened the gift, and in each one of those bags, there was a hot chip, there was milk, and there was cups. Alex, now, Nyla, I don't know if you know this about Capricorns. I'm not going to say me because I don't want to keep it on me. Why do I want to talk about me?
Why would a Capricorn want to stay on the show?
What the fuck? I mean. But our egos flare up when other people like challenge us in certain ways. And so we had this one chip challenge. Are you familiar with the spicy one chip thing?
Yeah.
Would you have done it? Would you have done it? If it was presented to you?
Don't do it.
Wait. Am I getting money? The guy on YouTube be paying money.
Oh, yeah, I know the dude you talking about. He be in the hood, too.
No, they did
I know who you talking about now.
They did this for no reason.
Pro bono.
Oh, yeah, no.
We did it for the vibes
when
and
I
content.
saw the chip, I'm like, no. Like,
You
what?
can smell it outside of its bag.
No, you can't.
Oh, no.
It's that loud pack.
Yes.
I literally have a picture.
Yes.
I took it out of the pack. I like smelled it and it like brushed against my lip. My lip like swelled up.
No.
Yes,
I have
did.
a picture. Yeah, that's how
we watched
dangerous it was.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But
you know, I'm African, so I gotta go to that shit head first.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? You know how we do, right? I just took the chip. I just completed it.
I was gonna take it like a G though.
I just completed
Really?
it.
So
No, it's me now.
we did the one chip challenge
now.
and needless to say, I didn't win. I didn't win the challenge.
I never seen you like that, yo.
He threw up
No.
milk and had to almost go to the emergency room.
Yo, we wanted to end
didn't
the
see the video?
podcast.
No.
We're gonna show her after. We wanted to end the podcast. The nigga went outside, came back, and was like, "No, we're gonna finish." I'm like, "Nah, bro, we finished. like, we could just leave right now. Like, we good."
Yeah, we ate the chip in real time. Alex. So Alex, yeah, I drank milk. And we can send this video to Kieran so he can insert it.
Lord have mercy.
But it was really hot. And I didn't think I was gonna survive. Reggie, like a real G
Look at
that
me
she
just
is.
chilling.
As soon
So
as the,
smart.
the chip came out, she was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Yeah. Bro, she's mad smart.
I cried. I shit it. When I shit, my shit was on fire.
Save on.
It was.
Save on.
I never felt that.
Look at Savon.
I was hurt. It was a real moment. But we did this year. Please make sure y'all go check out that episode.
I feel so bad.
Look
at me. We both. So wait, Alex ran down the street first off, and so I'm like, "Oh, let me follow my guy." I couldn't even run. It just ended my life. And this is when I knew that African American stomachs are different than African stomachs.
Yeah, they're different.
Yeah, like
different.
it was just a little bit different.
Cooking with Alice. That was it. Yeah.
So we also had that this year, the one chip challenge.
Yeah.
And
cool.
again, last but certainly not least, we had a ton of different things that we could have highlighted from an internal perspective. But we also won a Signal Awards for best co-host team.
Yeah. Facts.
Which is a really dope,
Facts.
really
so
dope.
well deserved.
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
I appreciate that.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, we
look
had
at that picture.
we had
I love that picture.
Wow, these fine people.
Thank you.
See them. Hey.
We had
Oh, there goes Nyla's comment. Always supporting.
Word. She be there.
for sure.
She
For
be
sure.
there.
I'm a fan.
Thank you. But yeah, we had a really dope year.
Good year.
And Nyla, that doesn't take away again. We want to also make sure we highlight you. We started off by saying you went on tour this year in Brazil, internationally.
That's crazy.
You, honestly, you're one of the few people. You always got an announcement.
Yeah.
You announcing shit.
That's misannouncement.
Yeah. And I love that. And
Thank
this
you.
year we had a ton of things that we could announce for you that you did as well. Like, what are some of your favorite moments or your highlights?
My favorite moment, honestly, it would be, you guys got Charlamagne's book over there, but in the book, he did I feel like it's like an ad, but he's just shouting me out and just saying how he met me when I was an intern and just like all the things I've accomplished. And that was really major one because he didn't tell me that he was going to do that. So I'm just reading the book and I'm like, oh, this is me. This is me.
And it's keep going. Like, it's like long.
So
being in a book is different.
It's so crazy.
Being written about.
And what's the name of the book?
Get Honest or Die Lying. I love Charlamagne, man. He's really the best person ever. Great heart and just like really keeps me motivated because it can be really discouraging. But he's a real one.
I saw y'all on a private jet.
Yo,
hold on. I'll be seeing all that shit.
Yeah, we saw it.
Hey, yo, Joe.
Yeah. Hey, yo.
What's up?
What we doing? Like, what we doing?
Nah, the PJ was crazy. And we've been on a PJ before, but this PJ.
Oh, shit on me again.
This PJ was huge.
Yeah.
That's the big body
Living
PJ.
room, bedroom,
Beautiful.
then the regular seat room. There was a maid on there. They made us food. They gave us a custom menu. They let me pass the aux. You know what I'm saying? It was really a vibe.
That's fire.
Look at all these blessings and opportunities
See you
in
choppy
your
life.
career.
I love that for you, man. Choppy life.
You're having one hell of a career.
Yeah.
Nyla.
Thank you.
For sure. Speaking of past the aux.
Yeah, let's get to it.
Yeah, let's what?
No, I mean, I just know like that's what you do. You put on, you curate events for artists.
Oh, yeah.
We actually went to one of your events this year.
Yes.
That was dope.
Yes.
Thank you for having
I
us.
was so happy to have you guys.
Yes,
you know
you are.
what?
You are.
Actually, I need y'all.
You need what?
I need you
What's
guys.
up? What we doing?
So
Just
I'm going to be doing a battle of the beats this year.
Okay.
Can y'all judge?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would
Wait,
love to.
God.
We would love to do that.
Would I be a good judge?
Yeah,
I
why
make beats.
not?
Let's do it.
I don't know. I just like.
Bitch, you had currency on your list. You
gonna judge some beats.
I mean, because like I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
No. You gonna judge some beats. She right.
What do you mean?
I don't want to tell someone like, what if I think their beat is ass?
This
You
time it's
don't gotta
cool.
say it's bad because it's gonna be two people going against each other. So you're just picking your favorite.
The better one. That's it.
Okay.
You being like, which one is better? Is all.
You don't gotta
I make
decide.
beats.
That
I'm with
sounds
that.
fun.
I'm with that.
Fucking cry. Now you just had an amazing and awesome year.
Yep.
You worked at the
Facts.
Dreamville Fest, Amazon Music.
Oh my god,
That was really dope.
Yes.
We heavy. I know y'all may not have seen it or heard it because the first half of this podcast we talked about Kendrick and we talked about Drake very, very heavily. But there is Dreamville represented on this podcast today.
Heavily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Heavily.
Yeah, so you just had a really dope year too. And again, you were a part of our year with our mixer.
Yeah.
That is the one time that we really get to tap in with our audience, with our listeners. Shout out to everybody who flew into New York City and not just the people who bought the tickets that lived in New York. We had folks from Memphis, from Boston, from Toronto, from LA, from Atlanta. We had people from all over the country flying. So again, shout out to y'all. And also thank you for pulling up and doing what it is that you do.
Anytime.
That was fucking dope.
Anytime.
Is there anything else that you necessarily want to highlight, you guys?
You're in a new studio right now.
Yeah.
How's
Well,
that?
It's cute.
It's cute.
Okay.
Yeah. When I went on tour with Rhapsody, my former where I was doing it before, the floor got bought out. So they gave us like a 1 week notice.
The
So,
worst.
but I was in Brazil, so when I came back, I saw it and I had a day to like get my shit and
figure it
go.
out.
Damn, what the fuck?
Well, you do know I know some folks who have a studio if you ever need.
Oh, really?
I'm just letting you know.
You might know some people.
I might know some people.
I'm gonna have to tap in on that. But for as far as noticeable highlights, definitely Rhapsody coming and doing Certified Vibe was major, just because I'm a fan of her. Representation matters, and you know,
facts.
I really relate. So I love rap. And opening up for Wale was also dope because I'm from the DMV. Obviously,
I know how much you love Wale.
Yes,
See?
I
You don't hate Nigerian niggas?
So real quick,
he got you there.
Yeah, that was a good one. You got a point on the board. Really, really quick, just to go back to our draft, I will be honest and say I knew that Alex was going to draft Wale. I stole Wale before he could get to him.
You see why I had to get buck on him?
It was still so long.
It was late.
It was just...
But it was around that time where I felt he was going to go and get Wale.
It was.
I made sure I put Wale on my list just for...
That's the only one that don't really fit on your list, by the way.
Yeah, because he stole it from me.
That's the only one that doesn't fit. Like, y'all should probably swap, I feel like.
Uzi and Wale?
Or maybe Travis.
Because he stole Travis from me, if he's being honest.
So,
he knew.
I did.
I knew something was off.
He knew.
I know.
But yeah, shout out to you for opening up for Wale. That's really fucking dope. Again,
Yeah,
it's always dope to see you in these spaces. And honestly, it's dope because I just wake up, I scroll on my timeline, and I'm like, oh shit, it's Nyla. She's doing some more dope shit. Like,
and I love your sit downs. You always look so comfortable.
Yes.
Like, those are my favorite sort of interviews. I hate when I watch an interview and you could see the interviewee and the artist trying to get analysts. Like, bro, just flow. You flow so well.
Thank
Conversation.
you.
Yeah,
you really do.
I love it.
I love talking to people. I'm really a fan.
Right.
So that's why it's I couldn't be happier with what I do. And the last thing I'll shout out is the SiriusXM show. It's actually called Certified Radio.
Hey.
I was gonna go with Nyla Symone's show, but I want to really build Certified and like make it a pipeline for new artists to get mainstream exposure. So
I can't wait.
Wow.
You killing shit. You killing.
Thank
I
you.
will say this before we like move into like Q3. There's a lot more to talk about the next half of this year, but you did sit down with one of my faves.
Oh yeah.
And you know. You sit down with a lot of people, a lot of notable folks. You have a lot of moments and a lot of people who come on and give you really, really good sound bites. But Kiana Lede.
Oh.
He's a day one for
Really?
that lady.
That's
She's spicy too.
Oh, no.
That would be a good little spicy
Yo, he's
couple.
like tearing up.
I like that
See him,
shit.
right?
Not
See him squirming, right?
Wow, Savon, your
Never
beard,
seen
your
him like
beard
that.
looks amazing today.
You see that? See that? See that?
In case she watches this
I
segment.
know, right? But no, you sit down with a lot of dope people. So yeah, make sure y'all check that out. Again, Nyla, thank you for joining us, and hopefully, you know, next year we continue to make things happen. And whenever you need us, and I'm gonna speak for us, Alex, I know Reggie, they feel the same. Like whenever you need us as a collective, just let us know and we'll be there.
Let
Will
a nigga
do.
know.
For sure. Now let's get back into the year Q3. Q3, a lot of things happened. I don't even know really where to start, but we can keep it quick, really quick here. Black jobs versus white jobs. I want all of us to name. And Reggie, if you decide to sit out, I do not blame you.
Maybe yes. Nyla should tap in for me.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm not about to be on the internet talking about, oh, there's a black job.
Yeah. So
we got Nyla.
Black jobs versus white jobs. That was the thing this year. Alex, what does a black job go?
Wide receiver.
No.
Huh? No.
He panicked.
That's no good. Dude, that's what we do, no? Okay. All right, running back.
Okay. Sure.
All right.
Just football. Just football in general. NFL. As a black.
You see how we're taking over that quarterback position, right?
Check out the documentary.
Oh my God, you're fucking crazy. Okay. Now you got a black job. If not, I got one really quick.
It's all you.
Warehouse worker.
Oh my God.
Only niggas in Spanish niggas working in warehouses.
I'm glad I sat this out.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, bro, I worked in warehouse. I did it.
Let me tell you what's in
I
the
did
warehouses,
it.
though. Dave East is in there, though.
What?
That's what they listen to.
That's a black.
No, yeah, Davies listeners.
That's a black.
All right.
I'm just letting you know, in the warehouse that I've worked in, and I've worked in a few, I have never seen a white man. The only time I've seen a white dude work in the warehouse and not just like manage the warehouse, he was on crack.
What?
Heroin, actually.
Save all, let's get out of here.
Let's
get out of
I'm
here.
just telling you what my experience.
We out.
Nah, any thoughts towards black jobs, white jobs? If not, it's all good.
Oh my God.
I got none.
Not a problem at all.
We are stupid.
Yeah, we are fucking silly. Also, around this time, the
47.
President-elect.
Assassination attempt.
Okay? Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane. It's crazy because I feel like in any other year, that would be the highlight of the year. That would be the main headline of a year.
Yeah.
Any type of political, electoral, whatever candidate had been attempted to be assassinated.
That's kind of major.
I feel like that's a major
Pretty-
event in United States history and just world history.
Yeah.
You know, no matter how you feel about it, whether you feel like it was staged, whether it wasn't or not, it's something that did happen this year. Me personally, I can't imagine that happened and life would continue to go on the way that it has. It feels fake. It feels like it was staged to me.
Like, to your point, though, so much
staged.
other things happen these days.
Nothing big.
Like, a week feels like 2 weeks sometimes.
It does.
Like, right? Like, it's crazy.
It does.
Things happen at an accelerated rate these days. We like sweep that right under the rug. Like, oh yeah, that happened. Cool.
That did happen.
Yeah.
Around this time, I don't know if y'all want to talk about music really quick. If there's, I know there is an album that my good friend and my sister would always want to highlight because this is one of her faves, her big faves. Blast, he dropped his album.
Yes.
I feel like this album was very different
Good word.
sonically from what it is he's dropped in the past. And different doesn't mean bad because I think it was a good
different.
album, but it definitely sounded different.
Not
He
like the guitar.
experimented,
Yeah, he did.
Him and Kalani both went like international with their sound.
I agree.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah,
used to
yeah,
like
yeah.
the R&B guitar type beats from Blast. This was a bit more well-rounded.
I love the rollout too. Like he had a really good release event and like he had a theme. Like he was taking people on a drive. I loved it.
Great, give
For
him a
sure.
call.
Love
Give him a
it,
call.
but Blast, we do want the bounce. Don't play.
Mhm.
I ain't
Oh,
mad at
like
that.
bring
We
back
love
the
the
bounce.
bounce.
Bring back
We
the
love
bounce. The R&B bounce he does.
I'm not mad at that at
I
all.
agree.
So yeah, around this time we had Blast. I'll Always Come Find You. That was his album. Ice Spice. I know she was
Reggie?
absorbed by Latto.
This is you, right?
Absorbed
Why?
by a lot
I
of.
Wait,
know.
What about me?
You love them. The Gen Z.
I Spice. Oh, but that doesn't mean I have to co-sign everything. I still use my discretion, okay? I will say early on, Ice Spice, I loved her. I was so happy for her that her ascension, but this album was trash.
Why
was
two
wrong.
kids?
You know, I
It
appreciate
confused
that
me.
you are.
I'm
I
not like
appreciate you're not blind.
Yeah, I'm not like a blind follower. I
Okay.
love Ice Spice, but this album was trash.
It confused me. Like she was rapping on 06 Gucci trap beats.
Yeah.
I thought she was all cute. Ooh, I'm
Like
a
the
shit on you.
baddie shit.
Oh, I'm in my bag. I'm a shit on you. I'm a poop. Like I thought, like that's the shit. I'm
I eat
like,
my oatmeal too.
yeah, like this shit was more like trap vibes. I don't know. Like she was trying to find her sound,
Stop
change it.
playing with him, right?
Yeah. That's hate. That's hate.
She was also a part of this year's Olympic team, the Ozempic Olympics. All right, she was
Don't
also
do
a part
that.
of the Ozempic Olympics.
Nah,
I don't know
she
where
was
she
in the
went.
gym. She posted she was in the gym.
She was where?
She posted a video in the gym.
Or maybe
what
she was
gym?
just
Which
eating
gym is that?
healthier.
Which kind of gym?
But like, we don't know that though. And I feel like it's just like she's at that age where as a woman, like your body changes so much at her age.
Damn, Reggie, why you have to pull that card out? Now I can't,
because that's what I have to
make
do.
jokes. Now I can't make
was going.
because she had to pull up. You know what? She dropped. You right. You got it.
It's like different eras. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe with 8, Kobe with 24.
It's this era I want to forget. Also, Eminem, he dropped. I know a lot of people, and I'm gonna stick up for Eminem here, but I know a lot of people probably didn't tap into that album, but it was a very high selling album. He sold a lot of units. He sold a lot of units around this time, and also Childish Gambino. But I cannot let this quarter go past without talking about the complex media hip hop power rankings. This is a thing. Not only is it a thing because we are in media, because a lot of people on this list, personally, I look up to, or I have looked up to, or they've paved the way in certain aspects, or certain respective aspects. And also, complex is probably at the forefront of what it is that we kind of look towards when it comes to like culture and hip hop and in this space.
And a list like this.
And a list like this, right? Like, and we haven't really seen it.
Yeah, they like these lists.
Media personalities and journalists, we haven't really gotten the recognition, right? We haven't been highlighted in a certain way. And so for Complex to actually take the time and do this yearly, I think it's a thing. And so this year, this was a thing.
I will say though, not to like step on.
No, go crazy.
No hate to Complex. You know, I love Complex. Jordan Rose is my favorite person in the world. But I will say Billboard has been doing like their power players rankings where they highlight people in the industry and like lawyers. So I will say there is a list like that, but Complex is very high up there too as well, like where people care about the list. I will say that.
Yeah, identifiable.
Yeah.
The brand itself, Complex.
Yeah, respect it.
Well, somebody has to like do the dirty work, and clearly Complex said, hey, we're gonna do the dirty work. They highlight, I want to say 25 people, I believe. They highlight 25 people.
I think Gabe was at 25 on the radar. Salute
Shout
to
out
Gabe.
to Gabe.
Big salute to Gabe.
For sure.
No.
You know
hold on. We gotta spend some love on that real quick.
I was about to get on that.
Oh, all right.
Hey, yo.
Yo, what's up today?
No, bro, I was gonna get on the game. All right,
well, go ahead.
No, you go first.
Not going that
it was
low.
on your heart.
Okay. Nothing was on my heart except my thoughts, okay?
Gabe made this list and he made Forbes.
Big
I saw that.
salute
30
to
under
Gabe.
30.
He is a power player.
Yeah, definitely. He deserves this. When it comes to just newer artists, finding new acts, acting as a new A&R, and most importantly, showcasing talent on a platform that's identifiable across all ages now. Big salute to Gabe and On the Radar and that staff over there. Rob, Cam, all you guys. You guys are killing. I love it. It's sort of like when we were coming up, you had 106 in Park, you had Rap Basement. Like you just had certain staples that people would visit when they were trying to do something. And he's done that at his young age. So big salute to Gabe, man.
And I'm glad you said that because in recent years, I haven't seen Big Tigger in like the forefront and mainstream.
Right.
But I think what really made him the legend that he is the rap freestyles that he used to host. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the personality and the platform itself is what allowed him to be a legend in his game. And I feel like Gabe, he's somebody who's creating that in his own way, doing it his own style. And he's not just embracing one type of artist, right? Like I know he has R&B artists on there. I know he has country artists, hip-hop.
On the Radar Classics now.
Classics, like I know he had Akon recently, but
that's the classics, yep.
Classics.
Where like those notable artists come and perform those classics. Yeah, those legacy acts, yep.
You want to know what's funny?
What's
a legacy act, but he also actually just recently dropped an album. I have to play this.
Oh yeah.
Album was great. And you don't
This is On the Radar with Gabe P.
No more.
With Mario.
And I can hear your heart.
This is a live performance.
Hear it crying.
He sounds exactly like.
Hear your heart.
This is.
By the way,
crying.
DMV.
Yeah. You're right.
So again, I came across that performance. I'm like, oh my God, this is On the Radar. This is crazy. So shout out to Gabe P.
Yeah.
Honestly, after when we close out the year, I think 25 is low for him, but it's also dope because it allows him to grow on this list in particular.
Right.
So he can always move up. But 25, I feel like was really low because he's had some dope moments.
For sure.
And there's a lot of people on this list that had a lot of dope moments. If we want want to go to maybe, let's say, the top 5 really, really quick. But Nyla, you are on the show. I can't not like, you did have issues with the list at some point.
What happened?
And we don't got to talk about the issues that you had, but
I didn't necessarily have issues with the list. It's just I was on the list. Now I'm not on the list. I don't feel like I've done anything less. But I also don't really take lists personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it motivate you?
Not really.
No?
I'm motivated by my own love for hip hop. I think if you're like speaking on what I said on Brilliant Idiots, Schultz wasn't there. It's just me and Shar, and he's looking for me to entertain back. So I engage back. But I personally don't really. I ain't gonna say I don't care. It's nice, but it's not what I'm doing it for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Exactly.
Like, it's just extra. Like, if they do show love, then that's what's up.
Yeah,
To make you feel,
Which they've done before.
if this does, I don't want to say it does make you feel, but if it does make you feel better, we don't be on none of these lists.
We're not even.
Okay. I'm dope.
But
We're dope.
man, y'all are dope as fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all are dope
That's
as
what it
fuck.
meant.
Yeah, we don't need a list.
But I feel like there should probably just be a new list, because this list, though there's a lot of people on here who are legacy, I don't necessarily think they need to be on here.
I agree. I agree. And we don't got to get into like the particulars of who those people are. But again, just for what it is that we do in podcast and media, hip hop and culture, I think this is a really dope list. So let me round out the top 5 for 2024's Complex's Power Ranking list. At number 5, we have friend of the show, fellow Capricorn, Elliott Wilson.
Ellie.
Oh, he's a Capricorn too?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
You better not crash out.
No promises.
I warned him already.
No promises. But Elliott Wilson, he was number 5 on this year's media hip hop complex list. Number 4, we got your guy.
Number 1!
Charlamagne Tha God.
Number
that's
4,
a good picture of him too.
That is a great, nice picture. Number 4 was Charlamagne Tha God. As we all know, Breakfast Club, Brilliant Idiots, all the things that he does. He's a fucking author. He also has a network of podcasts,
a podcast network.
He's building a blueprint that we have not seen in this space.
And he's not afraid to show love to the new people.
Yep.
Like, a lot of other people will be intimidated to put a light on the people that are entertaining, talented, and are newer, but not him. So salute them.
His heart a little too good. He needs to be a little more picky.
More stingy with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait, hold up. Don't say that, because he showed love to us.
Wait, hold
on. I was like, stop shouting about me.
Hold on.
That was not about y'all, I swear.
Nah, it's all good. But number 4 was Charlamagne Tha God. Number 3, and maybe next year this changes, but number 3 was Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat.
Shout out to Kai.
Yes.
Shout out to Kai.
Clap.
Yo,
no, I'm a clap for
That's
Kai.
your op.
No, it's not my op.
Not the op.
It's not
I really like Kai.
Kai Cenat
man.
reacted to us this year, Nyla.
What'd he say?
You know, Savon said something along the lines of, we only know A&P in the group because of Kai Cenat.
Which is not me dissing Kai Cenat, which is me telling the truth from a mainstream perspective. And we can get to it. So real quick, Nyla, we'll get to it. But the Kai Cenat reaction was he put me on the stream, and shout out to him because it was just a dope moment.
That is pretty crazy.
Just look at you. He's
reacting to me. He's like, I hate this nigga. Right? Like, that was legit
what he said
about me. Yeah. I hate this nigga. But what it is that I said Kevin Hart probably would not have done the A&P freestyle if it wasn't for Kai Cenat. And now, again, in hindsight, I know how dope those guys are. They all got movement. They all got motion. But I think, and I know for a fact, Kai Cenat is the person that brings a lot of attention.
He shouldn't hate on you for that. That's true.
Wow.
What?
No. You're leaving it out. You're leaving it out.
He does that really well.
No, he went crazy. Savon went crazy in the clip and said Kai should leave A&P.
Thank you.
They're not lit.
Wait, hold on.
And me and Alex are trying to be like, no, A&P all has their own motion.
Thank you.
And Savon was like, no, they don't.
Because we already knew that Kai Cenat is the most identifiable one out of the group. Right?
Yeah.
That's a given.
Yeah.
All right,
we were just saying that they're all, have respected in their own right.
I'm going to play a clip.
Yeah, play a clip.
Play the clip.
Play a clip.
On the A&P freestyle, if Kai Cenat's not there.
I think he will. I was a big, oh my, I hate this nigga. Oh my God, I hate this nigga. Would I have ever met Kevin Hart if I never joined A&P?
Kai wouldn't be in that status that Kevin Hart loves without his whole crew that have been streaming together for years.
I shouldn't know who Chris V is. I shouldn't know who Chris Next Door is.
That's it.
He's saying you dick sucking. Chris Next Door is an A&P member.
That's the problem. Kai Cenat shouldn't have a group.
Kai Cenat is not their daddy. Like,
That's
what kind of shit
hate.
is
And
that?
this infraction didn't have.
And it's right here. They tapped it.
None of the infractions that have been associated with Kai have been with the members. So.
Exactly.
2 weeks later.
Not only do I owe my castmates, my friends, an apology, I also apologize to the A&P folks.
Thank you.
Oh,
To
yeah.
that community.
No way.
God.
You don't necessarily have to apologize to us. We already told you, nigga.
I was not tapped in.
We be telling before you go on the line.
Oh, what moment?
I apologize.
That's hilarious. Well,
But see, he
Shout out
tried
to
to dress
Kyle.
it up nice. You said Kai Cenat shouldn't have a group. And we were like, he's nothing without AMP. Like, his ascension
That
is
was a
nothing
rough
without
week.
AMP.
That was a rough
week.
month.
yeah.
It was.
What?
Salute to Kai Cenat though, man.
I like how he wrote for his team too.
Facts.
Everybody, you know,
Facts.
Beyonce, Justin Timberlake, there's always like the one, but it doesn't make everybody else. You know, Kelly is one of my favorites.
For sure, love me some Kelly.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that.
Huh.
I'm not mad at that. And keeping it on this power rankings list, we got number 2, Joe Budden.
Yo.
Shout out to my
Joe,
guy,
what up?
Joe. Joe was number 2.
Yeah, I know that guy.
You might know him a
Thoroughly
little bit.
entertained with his commentary during the beef.
Yeah.
Thoroughly.
Highly entertaining.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also just his consistency. I think he lays a different type of blueprint. I think all of these guys lay a blueprint, and they're all really, really important. And, you know, for me personally, I look to the Joe Buddens and the Charlamagnes as the actual, like, they've been the two guys in this space for so long. And now you
Facts.
get somebody like a Kai, and obviously we'll get to the number 1 person on this list. But these people did it in the most traditional but unconventional way possible, because they had to go through different obstacles that the digital era, digital media just may not have.
Right.
And so to see them still in the top 5, and again, even Elliot Wilson being top 5, somebody who comes from fucking XXL, like, I'll ask my little sister,
Wow.
do you know what a magazine is? She may not know what a magazine is because she's fucking 14, right?
Yeah.
And so shout out to these guys again. Shout out to Joe Budden on this list in particular. Last year in 2023, he was number 1. This year he was number 20. In 2024, he was number 2. But going to number 1, we got DJ Academics.
Yeah.
We got Academics, and I don't even know if we call him a DJ or not, but Academics was number 1, and very, very deservingly so, in my opinion.
I just found out he used to DJ in college. I had
That's where it came
I
from.
had no idea. I'm like,
Rutgers, Jersey, big Jersey.
somewhere in Jersey. Yeah,
Big Jersey, look.
I was like, okay, cool.
Interesting.
And wasn't he mentioned in from both Drake and Kendrick?
Again, I don't know if y'all want me
Throughout
to
the
keep
rap battle?
like running my fucking mouth, but
No.
one of the reasons I feel like Complex deemed him number 1, and one of the reasons I feel like personally he deserved this, is not only did he cover this in real time, he's covered everything culturally in hip hop in real time, in length, and has done research. And everything may not be accurate, but he does his best when it comes to reviewing legal cases. The Diddy case, I think that was a really strong point. If you're tapped in, you know he's covered the Diddy case. The Drake and Kendrick situation, he was really big when it came to that. Kendrick also said he looked compromised, like, to be mentioned in this beef, right? Like, he's etched in hip hop stone, whether you ever seen a stream of his or not, because Kendrick even inserted him, because Drake has acknowledged him, and even the Joe Buddens and the Charlamagnes, who have also praised him for what it is, the work that he's done. This is very deserving, in my opinion.
Now, I don't condone all of that crashing out shit he be doing, all the berating women, all of that shit. I'm not with any of that. I think it's corny. I'm not with no gangster. I'm not with no incel vibes. I know my brother Savon feels the same way. However, I started to do a deep dive into this young man's content, and he's very committed to this shit.
Yeah, he is.
And that is something that I will always have to stay. Like, back in the day, you could actually, I wasn't really rocking with Boy. Like, he not the type of dude, like, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Coming up, like, that's not a dude I would identify with. But I will absolutely salute and praise his hard work and effort in it. Because I've been watching some of those streams during the whole rap battle, and you seen the motherfucker just not going to sleep up for 10, 12 hours straight just doing this. So I could salute the craft. I could salute the dedication. You know what I'm saying?
So yeah, that list, really, really impactful list for what it is that we do.
Facts.
And moving on, is there anything in particular y'all want to talk about before I go to the next thing that kind of intrigued me? If not, I got you.
No, we could do that.
Hawk Tuah.
Okay, let's go there.
You was really into that just now.
Nah, that's how they used to do the karate movies.
Oh,
That's how they did it?
Hawk Tuah.
What if I told y'all?
I never heard that in a karate movie.
Nah, you ain't never heard that shit.
Never in my life.
What kind of karate movie was that? Was it
Yes.
porn?
I can say that because I'm Asian.
Is it porn karate?
I watched them all.
What was they doing in the scene? Was they fucking and doing karate? I never seen that one.
Yo, do not clip that, please. There's mad shit to clip. Do not clip that.
I never seen that
The
one.
Hawk Tuah.
Now,
Girl, she was a part of this year.
I don't know.
my
You
God.
guys will either be super proud of me or super disappointed, but I still don't know who this girl is. I've never seen her.
Same.
Oh.
Well, I mean, like, I know what she looks like, but I just feel like
I don't even know what she looks like.
Well, we gonna put it on the screen.
I
so you
don't
can see what
remember.
she
I
looks
just know
like.
the soundbite.
Yeah, she a white girl, blonde hair. She looked like Taylor Swift adjacent,
This is my first time
and that's
seeing
just
this
me
girl.
being racist. I'm sorry.
This girl
cute.
made a bunch of money since she did the Hawk Tuah video, right? I've still never even seen that video.
Can you do the sound effect?
I cannot do the sound effect, but you're so well versed in it. If you could just repeat, you know how you do.
I'm good.
You good?
How do you know she made a bunch of money?
I know she made a bunch of money because she recently just pulled a pump and dump. So if you're in the crypto, if you're in that type of world, long story short, she told people to sign up for her meme coin. If you guys don't know what a meme coin is, like back in 2020, Dogecoin, it was a dog. That's like a meme coin. She literally made one with her people, made people invest, and immediately pulled the money out of everything. So people who thought and assumed that this would maybe be a long-time investment was in for a rude awakening.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's
I
fucked
too
up.
have pump and dumped.
That's that. Oh my God.
wait, isn't pump and dump a phrase for breast milk?
We all have pump and
It
dump.
depends on what industry we talking.
Yeah, I'm gonna pump and dump one day.
Yeah, crypto, a pump and dump, like that's tough. It's frowned upon.
Okay,
It's frowned upon
In the crypto world, yeah, that's
yeah,
for sure.
No, that's rude. That's some real estate
type
shit.
shit. Yeah,
Scam.
pull a rug out on you type shit. You know,
Yeah.
she
Damn,
did. Damn,
She did some things.
and she probably can't even really suck.
All right, so somebody who we may know can suck a dick, Alex Cooper. All right, she talked about. Nah, she used to talk about sucking dick, bro.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what she talked about on her podcast.
Yeah.
It was a sex podcast,
got you.
yeah.
It was a sex pod. See, look, stay with me now. All right.
Oh, one of her most famous episodes, I think it was like episode 3, 4, like very early. It was called like the Gok 3000 or something, and she talks about it as if like that's where a lot of people discovered her.
Them be the ones that don't know, but
Oh, you think so?
You hating on the dick suck?
dude, bro.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
like when they're like too.
Yeah, when you too out with it, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I be gargling.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
But you got to find out
Them
to
silent,
to know.
them silent supporters.
Need to
I feel
know.
like a girl talking like that doesn't intrigue Alex. Like,
Nah, hell no. You got to make me work, man.
You know, Alice
Okay,
Cooper, she
moving
went from
on.
sucking dick to 125 M's this year for a podcast deal. Monumental. We've
A lot
seen
of money.
major deals in the podcast space. We don't got to stay on here, but I do think it's
But-
something that we could highlight.
Real quick.
125 mils for a blonde-headed white woman who speaks really well and has really great stories and guests. And yeah, she did that. So shout out to her. Sirius gave her that deal, $125 million.
Yes,
We're
they
next.
did. Yes,
Crazy
they-
number.
Crazy
Insane.
number. Crazy
And
number.
anybody who has a podcast, you should be happy that people are getting these numbers because it gives you something to look forward to and work towards. Now, granted, you may not be white with blue eyes, blonde hair, and
Talking
suck
about
dicks,
sex.
but there's a ceiling and you know what we can reach for.
Any black and brown people done receive this number since this drop?
I ain't never seen that.
I'm waiting. I'm still waiting. Remember I said I was waiting before. I'm still waiting.
If they.
I'm waiting to see our black and brown people amass over $100 million off of these deals. I know the whites could do it. You guys have showed me. I know. I can't wait. Because now, for people like us, that shows real opportunity.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm not mad at
I'm
that.
waiting. But salute to her and
I
all
love
that
that.
money. Salute,
Yeah,
salute.
for real.
Salute to her for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, facts.
Real quick, two more things before we get to the back half or the back quarter of the year.
Facts.
Diddy was arrested in the third quarter in September. Diddy got
Yeah.
arrested.
Yeah.
We started the episode with saying some of the people who were notable in personally my life, in hip hop, and all of our lives, because we all said we kind of lived through the same simulation. But Diddy being behind bars and not being able to get out, he locked up. We saw Akon on the radar. This motherfucker is locked up. Can't
That's
get
crazy.
out. Literally, he can't get out. All the millions and billions can't get out.
Yeah. Arrested him in New York.
Insane. He was arrested in New York.
Yeah.
He's still, at the time of this recording, he is still behind bars, which is really a crazy update when we think about it. And again, just going backwards a little bit before we go forward, we got to go back. to see R. Kelly and Diddy being behind bars in 2004, my younger self would never have believed that those two gentlemen would be in the position that they're in.
2004, we've seen Kells on trial a few times.
Yeah, we did.
2004.
Yeah, 04 for Kells.
I ain't really surprised about
You
that
know
one.
what? But he got off.
He did
He got off.
I'm surprised about that.
So once he got off, I was like,
okay. Like, he good. That must be it.
Bring the Boondocks back.
Sure, tomorrow.
No, we need it.
So accurate.
We definitely need that.
No bullshit.
And really, really quick, because we are who we are and we're in the company of greatness with Nyla.
Right.
I know for me, Alex, it looks like you want to talk about something, but Big Sean.
That's what I want to talk about.
Go for it.
Oh, no. Big Sean's Better Than You. When it came out, we reviewed it, and I so eloquently asked both of my co-hosts, Savon and Reggie, I'm like, what is it about Big Sean? Like, he finally gets to put out some music, because he's been wanting to put out music for a while, and then boom, he does it in the middle of the biggest rap beef of all time.
This is not the first time his timing was a little unfortunate.
So he's just he don't know how to pick it. Is that what it is?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why this has happened multiple times, but I saw a comment. I have to fact check this real quick. And you know how we were like, oh, the timing is, you know, he dropped in the middle of a rap beef between his peers. And that's, you know, that's why the album didn't like take off the way he thought. But then someone said Doechii also dropped her album around the same time as Big Sean and hers took off. So what Alex said in our last episode was like, yo, the music just... Maybe it was literally the music.
Maybe it was just the music. Because again, if the music is undeniable, it's going to be undeniable. We already like Big Sean.
But I'm rooting for him. And I am tapped into him as a person, as an artist. So that like that connection is there. And I feel like a lot of people feel the same way. Like we love Big Sean, but yeah, I don't know what it is.
If you've been in the rap game 10 years plus, you have a cult fan base. People gonna love you. The problem to me that I think with Big Sean is just strategy. You know, like Doechii was able to penetrate through because don't do nothing with that.
You know you will.
But she was able to peek through because she's with TDE. They have a rollout. They have strategy. They have other things around it.
And they're still marketing it. And it came out months ago.
Yes. We're like, Big Sean is just strategy. Especially, I think some people are like, you know, I love the art and I just want to create. Where some niggas... they're creating, but this is war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I don't think Big Sean is given he's in it for war. I think he's in it for art. So I think the people who are locked in with Big Sean are going to be locked in with Big Sean. But if you're not playing to win, you know, shit like this happens.
But,
not to say he's not playing to win.
No,
but
I know
y'all playing different games.
Like more strategically.
But
what about his fan base? Like, has he amassed a fan base like a Dreamville? Like a OVO?
Like a Hive?
I think he didn't
like
put a name on it, but people fuck with Big Sean.
Yeah.
Do
like
they?
there are people who are like, Big Sean's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
There are, Alex. There are.
fuck
Not
with
us,
Big Sean.
but like,
Maybe they like Big Sean.
No, I love Big Sean. Maybe it's the marketing on the fan base.
But that's what strategy.
Right? Okay.
Exactly.
But how do we highlight? You're right, because I'm agreeing with you, right? How do you highlight your fan base being shown, right? Like when J. Cole put out something, J. Cole people gonna pop out. Mm-hmm. Kendrick put out something, Kendrick people gonna pop out. Drake people put something out, Drake people gonna pop out. When Big Sean put something out, I don't even think all of his people pop out.
But
you see what I'm saying?
It's weird because, you know, what Big Sean comes from the Kanye tree.
Right.
I don't really think Kanye was really setting these niggas up to like properly succeed. You know what I'm
Now we
saying?
getting to
I don't
something.
think he really helped him build that peer-to-peer relationship with his fans. Kendrick did that, Cole did that,
Right.
Drake did that the best, which is why they are the big three.
And I think that's what's the problem.
Yeah.
I think that's the problem right there. Because at the end of the day, we talked about Currency earlier. Currency's fan base is still there. He has never been on a major level as a Big Sean. It's never been a thing.
But he has a hive.
And they show up for him.
But,
you know what I'm saying?
But if we're comparing Big Sean to a Currency,
right.
If we talk about album sales, I don't think Currency outsells Big Sean
now
today.
I think they're in the same ballpark.
Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Like, Currency hasn't been like a huge numbers guy, but oh my God, I'm so proud of myself. It took me very long in this pod, and I have not brought up his name yet, but I will now. Larry June, what he's doing with his family. I know he's not like a super big three guy, but okay, with cultivating fan base,
he got me.
He literally he has a hive. He has a hive,
Yeah,
like for real. It's a lifestyle, like his branding.
Boom.
And okay, like what Alex is saying, like. there's a part in a song, in a Larry June song, where at the end he's like, yo, it's like a skit kind of, and he's like, yo, you know what we do when we see other people with Larry June merch? You gotta say, good job, merch. Like it's branding.
Yeah.
That's a
community.
hive. And Big Sean doesn't, I can't think of him doing that.
He does not do that. It's as if like, hey guys, I've been depressed, I've been going through a lot, and I'm not joking about that. I know what it's like to go through a lot. But it's as if you're coming back from that and you just want your fan base to just be cool with, oh yeah, like you just been gone for a while and now you're back and we're gonna support you. It's like, you need more than that.
Outside of touching grass, you gotta actually touch people. I think that's the disconnect.
Yeah.
But
Absolutely.
I love that you're a huge Larry June fan. I was cracking up because Larry June is like you like a solid real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they play
How could you not?
when you with like bitches. So
he talk about getting money.
I
keep it in place.
I get it. I'm
getting
here for
fly.
it. When I was in Miami for Art Basel, so Nippa and Larry June, Sugar, it was my top song of the year that I played. My homegirl came out the bathroom and was like, "Is that Larry?" But I know she said that because all the
you might get a little closer to me now.
All the men be bumping Larry. It's
yes,
like
we do.
That is I know you got a nigga you fucking and he bumped Larry.
Yeah.
Is that Larry?
Yeah. That's how you know you got a real nigga. Hold on.
I do think that
and then
men who listen to Larry and girls listen to Larry June, I think they're cool.
Not for nothing. Just look at his album covers. It's a different
it's a
car.
vibe.
Every trip. I'm into that. Fly cars.
It's branding.
Every trip. Let's do it. It's the branding.
It's branding.
Big Sean, work on branding.
That's it. That's it.
Beautiful.
It may be a little too late.
No.
We love Big Sean, but I don't think so.
You don't think so?
He's not as old as a J. Cole.
He's not.
He's not as old.
His fan base is.
Oh, she might be in line.
Maybe.
I know Cole like 39, 40.
Like because at this point, for you to create that, like Larry June, he's growing
36.
with his audience.
Like Sean 36.
Honestly,
yes, he is growing with his audience.
Yes, but I ain't gonna count none of these niggas out. Honestly,
Okay.
If you really are up to play, you just gotta be up to play.
He can have like a major year next year. You never know. Like where he makes hit after hit after hit after hit, he gets the branding down. He has people that already love him. So
you gotta do the work on yourself. Same with Drake. You gotta do the work on yourself.
I'm not mad at that at all.
And also, once you get rich, you don't care as much. Like you care, but you don't care.
It's hard. We was actually just talking about that on the last episode where NBA players and just athletes in general, it's hard for them to be great because they receive all the money up front and it's guaranteed. So it's like, why am I going to still work in my craft when I'm up 180 mil and I only average 8 points? Like you tell what is the incentive?
No.
If the goal,
and it's guaranteed money.
The goal for me is to get my family out of the situation that I was born into. I don't care to be named with the LeBrons and the Michael Jordan. There's only 1% of the 1%, right? Mm-hmm. There's 1% that gets to the NBA. And then there's 1% who gets held to a certain standard of greatness.
Yes.
Which is LeBron, Magic Johnson, Jordan, Kobe. Like, there's only, because even if you think about the second tier superstars, like Allen Iverson, great. He's a superstar. He's in the 1%.
Second tier?
But you wouldn't
never won a ring.
And again,
it's my God.
That's what I mean by second tier. I wouldn't put Allen Iverson in the same conversation as a Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan,
even though he crossed the shit out of him.
He did. And I'm not diminishing his greatness, but
I
just
know what you mean.
Going back to like the money aspect of it, is there's so much money in the sport, so much money in the art where people aren't really caring as much. There's so many different
in it for?
What are you really in it for? Which leads us to Q4 really, really, really quick because we're still wrapping up Q4. Again, every single day, every single week, something is happening. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen at the end of this episode, but
we like wrapped the episode. All right, great job, guys. We look at our phones. Fuck.
We gotta go back in.
God damn. We don't even have to go in order. I'm just going off of my memory, but Jay-Z. Let's start with Hov.
You couldn't wait to have this discussion.
No, I don't like having this conversation. Okay. I really don't.
Yeah,
it's just one of those things that have to come up because it happened this year.
Hov.
Like I said, we haven't seen Hov and Drake in certain positions, certain situations. And Hov, he had his walls. Oh my gosh. His back.
Man.
Tell us something that we don't know.
His back was against the wall,
What did you do last night? What did you do last night?
That is fucking flagrant.
Wow.
His back was against the wall in this quarter with some allegations, and they seem to be disproved. We see him and his legal team and Roc Nation and the people who have sued him, the lawyer at least, who have sued him. This happened this year, and it's still to be revealed. But what I can say from these allegations is that we have not seen, in addition to not seeing Jay-Z in this position, the NFL, Roger Goodell, he came out and he defended Jay-Z.
No, he did.
And then also the day after these allegations came out, we saw Jay-Z on the red carpet, right? Mm-hmm. In most cases, when people have these type of allegations against them, they go into hiding, they stay quiet. Jay-Z is taking a much different approach at the end of 2024. Again, we'll continue to see how this story develops. We hope there's no victims, right?
Yeah.
We hope there's no victims. Wait, you said man? Huh? Oh, okay. We hope there's no victims. And which means if there's no victims, that means the story isn't true.
Look at hip hop's first family.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
My
hip
girl
hop's first
Blue.
family shining.
Yes.
Shining.
Man, I love them so much. And I really hate what they're trying to do to Jay's legacy. I feel like I don't think anybody's perfect, at all. Yeah. But I definitely don't think he did that shit. And I also just feel like they don't want us to have any pillars. Mm-hmm. They don't want us to have hope. So, minus the details of whatever they're trying to pin on who and what, the biggest issue for me is just that we can't have nothing. We can't have nothing.
Or anytime someone gets super close to the top, something happens.
You working with the NFL? Oh, okay. Yeah. They always throw the same shit.
No, you're right. We've already been marginalized, and it's like, damn, Diddy sitting down. Now they trying to get at Hove. Now, granted, I know all of us can agree that if you guys actually did something nasty, we don't support that shit.
We don't.
Not at all.
Yeah, but all of the bogus claims,
it's whack.
Bogus accusations, bogus lawsuits, we not with that. Because again, you're not actually shedding any light on actual victims. And there's people that's actually going through that shit. So
for sure.
Yeah.
So that's happened this quarter. And real quick, just to kind of summarize Q4 until we kind of get into our favorite albums of the year. Drake, he unfollowed a lot of people this year. I don't know if that's news, but he did unfollow a ton of people. Real quick, was his message to Joe this year? When he wrote that or was that last year? It might have been.
No, that was this year.
Was it? It might have been last year for all the dogs.
Last year for
all the dogs.
I think it was all. Yeah.
Okay.
But he did unfollow a lot of people, and that's what made me think about it. Yeah. The Dodgers defeated the New York Yankees. LA Dodgers, they defeated the Yankees in the World Series. That was a big moment.
What a
LA
year.
still win.
LA is just going.
Yeah. What a time to be from LA.
I want all of our listeners in LA to know, we love y'all. We're not one of the haters that be like, oh, nah.
I love LA. West Coast.
I love LA.
Let's support them. And again, shout out to The Bigger Picture, another podcast and a West Coast based media platform that kind of, took front in the forefront this year.
Salute to Elliott Wilson. He started that in the beginning of the year.
Yep.
And now it's becoming stable. So
Jeremy Heck.
Yeah, Jeremy Heck, DJ Head. Salute.
For sure.
Salute.
What else happened this year?
Yeah. Had 3 months to run.
She had 3 months, got packed up real quick.
She did a great job, though.
She did what she could do.
She made a lot of
a great campaign.
I'm not mad at that at all. But that was the thing. Again, we cannot talk about this year without mentioning her. So I did just want to at least mention her in that light. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. I don't know how y'all feel about it. I don't know if y'all thought it was staged or not. I'm glad Mike Tyson walked out of there with his 2 feet intact and his senses intact. But a 27-year-old man in the prime of his life and his health should not be fighting an elder man in that way.
At all.
Really?
And in hindsight...
But I never heard a grown man strength.
Yeah, 27, you developed that.
Nah, for real, no, come on. You ran into a dude, well, we men. So we ran into men in their 30s, 40s, 50s, not even 30s, 40s, 50s, even 60s, and they give you a handshake, you're like, damn. Motherfucker, you supposed to be old. You got some grip on you.
That's low-key my dad. The older he gets, the more in shape he's getting. He could literally backpack across Brazil. He almost did it. So
that older man strength a little different. Now, I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist here, but I do feel like both of them do had certain rules that they had to abide to from the contract. We saw Mike Tyson biting at his glove. I take that as a dude who really wants to crash out but can't.
Composing himself?
Yeah. Now, was he winded after the match? Absolutely, for sure. But I do think he had enough power if he really wanted to land something on Jake.
For sure. Yeah. I'm not mad at that.
Salute to them. A lot of money being made.
And also, Young Thug. I feel like because he is free, maybe we just haven't discussed it as much, but Young Thug, he was released on a plea deal this quarter, around this time of year, over the last few weeks. So he's no longer behind bars, and that's one of the pillars in our culture. He hasn't released music Again, like knowing our luck, he's gonna release as soon as we leave the studio. But he hasn't released music as of today.
Yeah.
And that's a big win for us because again, another one of our leading men in the space is out. He's free, creative, given opportunities, created opportunities, and he's just a unique sound. He's just like he's an artist. He's one of those guys. Like we talk about the Gen Z artists from a millennial perspective. I'm gonna claim Young Thug.
I'm cool.
Gen Z can't have him.
I'm gonna claim Young Thug because I'm the only one who put him on my draft team, and y'all making fun of my team. But I literally have Young Thug on my team. Like,
You do.
He's also featured on Lil Baby's album Wham.
Looking forward to that.
Yeah,
Cool.
Definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, and again, there's gonna be more to happen within the next few weeks, but I feel like this was an amazing year. Really quick before we get into it, and this is actually gonna lead right to where I want to go. Our favorite albums of the year in Q4. Kendrick Lamar dropped GNX.
Yeah.
This was Alex, and you would know better than me.
Yeah, what's up?
This was a surprise album.
This was a surprise album. I didn't have any date, but we expected it to come.
We expected an album to come.
Yeah, before at least
I
the
thought it was
Super
gonna
Bowl.
be more closer to Super Bowl time.
Right.
Oh my God, we didn't talk about the announcement of the Super Bowl, but if anybody knows, yeah, Kendrick's doing the Super Bowl next year.
Oh yeah.
We have
That was right
But that
after
did
the
come
rap
with a
battle.
lot.
Yeah.
Did
for
you?
sure.
Nyla, how did you feel about all of the Lil Wayne discourse around that time? Super Bowl, Kendrick.
I mean,
Yeah.
this isn't the first time that they've been in New Orleans. I feel like if they
Right.
wanted to get Wayne, they would have already got Wayne. Not to say Wayne shouldn't have done it, but I don't know. I think everybody just wants to have an opinion.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, it's Kendrick's year.
It is. And some things are just
I'm with
super
you.
undeniable.
Yeah.
With that being said, before we get up out of here,
But
before
I
we
would love for Wayne to come out.
That ain't happening.
You don't think so?
I feel like that can happen.
Kendrick has always paid
Yeah.
homage to Wayne.
It could.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
his
is-
beef wasn't with Kendrick.
it could.
All right. My reason is because of Drake. Now, if that happens,
He fucked a Wayne girl when he was in jail. That was conniving.
I know, but he ain't
That was conniving.
Great word.
He turned to Kendrick today. I know, but it looks like Wayne hasn't cared. Even at his Louisiana Fest, he played his song with Drake.
That's a business move. He also
No, it's not. He has
I'm gonna play
thousands.
my Drake song.
He has thousands of songs, and he has mad songs with Drake. He specifically played that and got out of it.
I mean, I don't think he should care. It's old stuff anyway.
Right.
Like, these men trade women like.
Nah. You
Shoes.
fucked my girl 10 years ago. I'ma hate you today.
Okay.
Nah, if you fuck my girl 10 years, I might let it go.
Not if you was my man's. Not if you was my
Yeah,
man.
if you was my man,
If
your
you was my
bestie.
man's
That's what I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah, nah.
Yo, Alex.
I don't think Wayne should not come out
Yeah, he was my
because of
man's
Drake.
man.
Like,
Nah, if he was my man's, absolutely.
I always tell Alex,
Absolutely not.
the day he fucks my girl, this podcast is over.
I'm never gonna.
Because
You know
I'm
what?
not
And
emotional.
I support that.
No, for real. I'm serious.
No, because that's betrayal.
That's
Like,
super betrayal.
crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Like, you can't just fuck somebody.
But you know
girl.
what? You know what we get? They're different. Like, these are superstars, yo. Like, they're dealing with women at a different rate. So
Yeah.
us down here, we be like, oh my God, that's so fucked up. Yeah, but a lot of these people are changing women, are changing men like they change panties and drawers.
Okay.
So we may look at it like, oh my God, that's so disheartening. And to them, it's like, yo, that's just another one.
another reason why I feel like Wayne should come out is because on GNX, Kendrick did Reincarnated with the Pac flow,
Yeah.
but Wayne had also did that on one of his early tapes with I'm a Rider, Gangsta Grills.
Wow.
So I just feel like, and even before that, even
Full
on
circle. I
Kendrick's
forgot
early
about that
tapes,
too.
he always paid homage to Wayne.
Yeah, but times have changed and a lot has happened in between them, Nyla. Like, Wayne has to stay on the side of Drake.
He doesn't. And
He don't have to.
He don't have to.
And this don't
has
got
to.
shit to do with Drake. We just talking about hip hop.
And he
look,
hasn't.
It
He
sound
spoke
good,
to-
y'all. I know where y'all coming from. It sound good.
Real
but
quick.
the optics is the optics.
Let's keep it in Q4.
Yeah, sure.
In recent weeks, there was not even a report. Wayne literally said, I spoke to Kendrick.
Yeah, he copped the plea.
And what however you want to shape it,
That's
however
not
you want to
copping the
dress.
plea.
Look at y'all. Look at
I said
y'all.
the
Look at
same
y'all.
thing.
That's my man.
Nyla, I said the same
copped the
thing.
professional-
They're aligned.
I said it's not copping the
That's
plea
not
because we
copping the
talked.
plea. Yeah, that's-
Nyla, he copped the professional plea.
He
Ain't
said
nothing wrong with
real
that.
shit.
He did
better
it professionally.
He better kill it. I agree.
Yeah, but he didn't say that when the shit popped off. When the shit popped off, it was I'm going to the booth. Oh, don't wake this sleeping giant. See, it's revisionist history you be having.
No. It's not copping
You
the
gotta
plea.
follow through,
But
right?
I gotta be honest, Wayne don't need need to be cold. Like, this ain't even really about you.
I know.
And I agree. And that's why, because they had a conversation, the fact that they were able even to have a conversation says a lot in itself. Because again, if somebody is going at one of my friends, and Alex, I'll just use you for the sake of argument. If somebody's going at you, I'm not going to jump on the phone with them. That's just how I'm wired.
Yeah.
And anybody that I know, like, that's just, like, this wasn't, again, we covered this beef between these two gentlemen, between these two rappers, but I just want to give like the headlines of what they really said. One called the other a pedophile. The other alleged domestic violence and abuse.
Yes.
And also having a friend birth their child. Like, this wasn't just getting dirt. This was in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they went at
so for them that, like,
that's my point.
The lines are drawn. So if my friend, my man's, quote unquote, because I'm gonna put these in air quotes because I don't really think they're really friends like that. But if my friend spoke to somebody who said these things about me in this way, and then felt comfortable enough to say it, like, oh yeah, you know, it was very casual, very matter of fact of how Wayne even told us he spoke to Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't any. It wasn't a strategic revelation.
Right.
He just said it like, oh yeah, you know, I spoke to Kendrick, da da da. It was just another day in his world. Whereas if I knew that something, or if I cared or considered about your feelings as my friend, even if I spoke to him, I wouldn't have said it in that way.
What did we say earlier about the word friend? And work friends and real friends? You know, I think there's some things it's just business. And I'm not saying that the relationship is just business, but like, in regards to this, especially in this space, like, I mean, we was talking off camera and I'm like, oh, y'all might be friends with this person. If it is, it's cool. But that don't make y'all not friends with me as well. Yeah. Right. So I feel like it's the same scenario. Like, you could be a fan of two people, even if two people are at odds.
No, you definitely could do that. It's just with Drake, okay, cool. What was Drake supposed to do to Wayne after he admitted that to Skip Bayless? Was he supposed to crash out? Was he supposed to be upset? No. Now, him performing on stage with a nigga that called him a pedophile, and mind you, he was the...
All right, well then just don't perform the song and let Wayne go up.
It's not
that good.
It's still not enough. It's still not enough.
You was dancing 20 minutes ago.
I was dancing to all the songs. I like the songs.
For sure.
Like, that would be crazy.
But yeah, those are just some of the highlights.
Facts.
I know we're not going to cover everything, and that's cool. Please let us know in the comments any of the major events that we may have missed. There was a ton in the year. We tried our best to get to everything, but really, really quick, I do want to just keep it on us. And I want to talk about our favorite albums. This is a music podcast, a hip hop podcast.
Hey.
Alex, Nyla, Reggie. I don't know who wants to go first. If y'all need some time, I'll go first. I feel like my list may be the most underwhelming, and that's okay.
It might not be. We might have some duplicates.
It's fine. It's fine. Right? Like, just
I was thinking of your Wrapped. Drake, Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, Future. Drake, Tory Lanez, Chris Brown, Future. I rewatched that the other day. It was so funny.
It was pretty embarrassing. But let's just give our top 5 albums of 2024.
Okay.
I'll start first.
This is the hardest. Hold on. Before you go, I want to follow up what Reggie just said. Yep. This was a really difficult thing to do.
I have my list. I can't exit out. Like,
I consumed a lot of music this year, but continue.
So let's say this. Let's put a preference on this. Well, no order. Let's just name our top 5.
Facts.
Unless if y'all really want to do order.
No order. The order isn't what's bothering me. I have like 27 albums on my list right now.
Okay,
it's a lot.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
My top 5 albums of 2024. I'm gonna start with "We Don't Trust You" by Future and Metro Boomin. Number 2 was "Algorithm" by Lucky Daye. Number 3 was Kendrick Lamar, GNX.
Yeah.
Glorious by Glorilla.
Oh, wow.
And Might Delete Later by J. Cole. Those are my 5 for this year.
See, such solid projects.
Those are pretty solid.
A lot of good music.
He was bumping that. He was bumping that Glorilla, right?
I was.
She put out a really good album.
Glow's album was phenomenal.
Yeah, Glow.
That's my fit. Those are my top 5 albums of 2024.
Wow. I don't think anything super surprised me. I'll go next, I guess. Again, y'all, this was super, super hard for me. We Don't Trust You. Was one of my favorite albums. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. I loved that album this year. Like, you could just hear a dude speaking through his hurt. And that's my favorite type of music. Like, not relationship hurt, but just speaking through your experiences. And he did it on classic samples. Our anniversary he did. I think he flipped 112 too. Other album for me. So again, that's Future, We Don't Trust You. Freddie Gibbs, You Only Die Once. Bryson Tiller. I love that album. Super, super solid project for the year. Leon Thomas's Mutt. Again, I think that had high reviews from everyone this year.
Baby, I'm a dog. I'm a mutt.
What a beautiful way to remix I'm a fucking dog. Like, that was beautiful. Real talk. Really, that was so fire.
Creative.
Yeah, super creative. And lastly, this was hard for me, man. I'm going to go WizKid Mariah. Yeah.
And it literally dropped
like
2 weeks ago.
Late drop.
On the same day as Kendrick, GNX.
Yes.
I listened to WizKid. I listened to WizKid's album.
Yes.
Yo, I got to WizKid later. I'm like, not right now, man.
Yeah.
WizKid dropped his beautiful album the day I was going to Brazil. I was listening to that the entire time.
That's a vibe.
And it was dedicated to his late mom.
That's crazy.
It was beautiful.
Why
bro.
you have to say that?
It was, bro. But it didn't feel that way though.
Good.
It was beautiful album.
Yeah, it kind of felt like he highlighted music that his mother would appreciate while still doing what he does.
Yeah, it wasn't like a sad album.
No.
It was like a beautiful album.
Yeah, she's on the cover of the album, of course. Were you saying something?
No, I was just about to say, like, I ain't hear that shit.
You ain't hear that shit? You ain't catch that?
You'll like it.
It was because of Kendrick.
It was
it was because of Kendrick.
I saw he dropped. I said, "Ooh."
But then you threw his mom
Not
in
right
there.
now, man.
Yeah, but it was good too.
I'm gonna get to
Please
it.
do, y'all.
Yeah.
Please do, y'all. And lastly, GNX, of course. Real quick before you guys go, I just have some honorable mentions because again, this was really hard to me.
Okay,
I love music. O'Deal's project.
Oh my god! I was just about to say.
You gonna fuck up they list,
No,
bro.
I ain't even gonna do it. Yeah, y'all just go.
Yeah, we can
All right, real
overlap.
quick. Honorable mentions: O'Deal, great project. Shout out to LVRN. Ashake, loved it.
Oh
Yeah, Layla's debut album, great. And this is gonna get a little
So proud of
trappy.
her.
So proud of her. Shout out to her. She's great. She makes her own music, produces.
Yeah.
Beautiful. This is a little trappy. Shout out to Sa Baby from Atlanta. Really, really thorough project for the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Cool. Yeah. Let's pass it to you.
all right. Definitely had Leon on my list. All right, I have a lot of smaller artists on my list.
We love it.
I loved Suave Billy.
Ooh.
That was a great EP.
Ooh.
I told you guys earlier, Nippa. He dropped Industry Cities.
Mhm.
What I really fuck with about his tape is his duality between rap and melodic. It really reminds me of like, I'm not saying he's Drake level, but I'm just saying like just early Drake. I like
see
the
it.
Duality.
storytelling.
I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So In the Streets, shout out to him for that. And then what is that? 2? 3.
That was 2.
That was 2?
You got 3 more.
I got 3 more.
Yeah.
All
tough.
right.
It's
Those
tough.
2 are my top 2
Yeah,
on
Leon
the
Thomas and
replay.
Nippa, right?
Leon, Nippa, Suave.
So
Three.
three.
Then I'm gonna go Big X the Plug.
Yeah.
Period, Nyla.
He's fat. He fat, right?
Yeah, say
With a name like that.
No, Nyla, forgive me. I don't be knowing
don't be
these
knowing
niggas.
them
I
Oh my
really
God,
don't.
Big X, you should know.
He had
Tap
a
in.
big
I
year.
know his music. I know his name.
No, you know what he look like.
She's like, there's no excuses.
You know what he look like.
Yeah.
Say you know what he look like.
So tell me I ain't right.
What? Right about what?
What I said he was.
No, but she said you
It's
should have
in
been.
the name.
Yeah.
But you should also just know his music. Like, this nigga is phenomenal.
Everybody
should've
low,
been.
don't be low. So his name Big X.
Name a
Nigga
little that's
big.
not little.
Hey.
Name a little that's not little.
She right. They all do be
Oh,
kind of
shit.
little.
They be
man.
little as fuck.
They do be
do.
kind of little. Now I'm
It be
thinking
the
about it.
bigs that don't be big. But
Well, Fat Joe is not fat anymore.
Ozempic.
So the name, can be misleading.
all right, fine.
Shout out to Ice Spice.
Big X
Yo,
the-
them Bronx niggas be on that. Oh,
They do be on the O. They like the
I'm not
O.
putting Ozempic
Not
allegations on
putting
her.
not on the Bronx as a whole. And then my last one, I'll give it to GNX because it's just been on.
Repeat. Yeah.
Ooh.
I like that.
That's
That's
a good list. I like that. I like that you kind of blended some low key artists. In
I
there.
love that Nippa project as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
So
I
good.
love him.
Really good.
So I'm going for number 1. I loved Isaiah Falls. He has a project called Drugs and Lullabies. I feel like you would really like it, Savon.
Me too.
You might.
Melodic, R&B. He does like different shit with it. WizKid.
You know he listens to this
Mariah.
podcast too.
What?
Isaiah Falls.
He has a podcast?
No, he listens to this podcast.
Shout out to Isaiah
Yeah,
What's
we-
up, Isaiah?
We was DMing a few months ago. He's like, "Yeah, bro, I've been a big fan." I'm like, "What?"
That's what's
I
up.
love your music.
That's
Shout out to
fire.
you, my
Super
boy.
fire. Shout out to Isaiah.
Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q.
Good one.
Sugar Honey Iced Tea Lotto. The replay value on she has like 6 hits on there and then no filler songs. I love every song. Leon Thomas Mutt. I had to put it in there. I hope he gets a Grammy next year. true R&B. And I don't know if this will surprise you guys.
Larry June.
Why you step on my rollout? Okay, Doing It For Me, Larry June. Genuinely, that got me through that is my most played project. While everybody was beefing, fighting, I wanted to just listen to him, riding on the beach, drinking smoothies. I love it. That's my vibe. So shout out to you, Larry June.
Nah, shout out that.
Shout out, Larry.
He knows how to
Good
do
job,
it.
I love all of
Larry.
that. I think this was a great year for music.
Mix.
It was.
I think we all had a great top 5 because all of us named different projects.
Yeah.
Too. That's the other thing.
Facts.
We did have certain common denominators. Some things were just super undeniable. But I think we all just stuck to this was great to us, and it just happened.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if we kind of want to go down the entire list, and we are going to get up out of here. But just condolences to anybody who may have lost someone.
Yeah.
I know we lost a lot of legends, a lot of titans in our industry, like a Quincy Jones. Obviously, that's a major one. That's super
Quincy,
major,
bro.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Man Scoop. There's a whole shout out to Armand Salad too. He's gonna hate me when I say this word. Because he was in our fucking community talking shit. So Armand, I see you. There's a plethora of people who passed away this year we do. A multitude. I like that. That's a great word for that synonym.
Yeah.
But yeah, a ton of legends that we lost. DJ Mr. C. And yeah, I think going into the new year, just cherish the people that you have with you.
Got to.
The people that you love. DJ Clark Kent.
Look at this,
Fat Man Scoop.
Matumbo.
Rich Homie Quan.
Come on.
Rest in peace.
Frankie Beverly. Before I Let Go.
My God.
All right, never mind. Shout out to Frank.
Jerry West, Bill Walton. It's a lot. We can't name everybody.
Not Tito, no.
Tito.
No, not Tito. No.
Tito went.
No.
He with Mike.
But their legacy lives forever.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Nyla. Their legacy lives forever. He not gonna get me.
Sure.
Sissy Houston. Oh my God.
But yeah, we lost a ton of legend this year. So yeah, I just want everybody to kind of keep that in perspective going into the new year, going into 2025. Again, Nyla, thank you for joining us. This was fun.
Yeah.
This episode went way longer than we anticipated it to
Sorry,
go.
Nyla.
We did not mean to kidnap you here.
It's all good.
I'm so sorry.
We gave her opportunity to leave.
Yes. We did. That's a fact.
We did.
We definitely did. But before we get out of here, I would not be me if I didn't ask y'all who was y'all's biggest loser of the year.
Oh,
now, if y'all want me to start, I got a list.
Yeah, honestly,
let's
I
hear
don't
that
have
list.
I would love to have a funny answer, but I can't.
Okay. My
Oh, okay. So you are so spicy.
No, I'm joking. Please bleep that. Mark that.
Stand on it, twin.
I don't know if she got to do that. Fuck that nigga. No, I'm joking. No, I'm messing with you. I swear I'm joking.
I'm entertained.
That was for you. I'm joking. No, the biggest loser for me, I'm going to start. Yeah. And there's a ton of people. I'm going to start, and I hate to say this because I think he's a phenomenal person, a phenomenal actor before all of these allegations and legal things happen. Jonathan Majors. I think if it wasn't for 2024, he would be in a different stratosphere.
Mm-hmm. He was on his way.
Yeah. Major loss of a year. He looks healthy. I'll say that at the very least. But as far as his notoriety and some of the roles that he probably lost out on, I think he was a major loser.
I was not expecting you to say that.
That is actually pretty accurate, though.
I don't think he's a loser as a person.
Nah, he lost some. He lost Kane.
His talent is great, but he lost a lot of opportunity, and that was due to 2024 happening. And hopefully, he can kind of get back in good graces in the public's eye. But he lost.
Can't close the portal.
Big loser. Close that portal. Anybody got anything else?
Mine's a Drake. When you were saying lawsuits, I thought you was referring to Drake. But and it's only because of the UMG lawsuit. I think if he wouldn't have done that, it would be a little more honorable because you really tried.
Mm-hmm.
You really tried.
And you just took that L and went on your way.
Yeah, but now you want to be Karen. All right, man.
That's kind of like the given answer for the year, bro.
We do forget he is half white.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I just wasn't expecting you to behave like that because you are half black. You
sound genuinely disappointed in him.
I am. That came, and honestly, I almost to the point, not trying to shoot Drake any bell, but it's like there has to be reasons bigger than what we know as to why he would actually do a lawsuit like this.
Yeah.
Unless it's really just your ego being that hurt, then that's crazy. Then you are the biggest loser.
You talking right now.
I thought the most obvious answer, where my mind initially went, was Diddy. But I feel like that was a boring answer because we know.
He's a major loser.
Yeah.
I think that is a great answer.
That sucks.
Diddy, Drake, Jonathan Majors. Hey, you got anybody that you can think of? I know you just.
How Ja Rule did? Ja Rule did all right this year? All right, never mind. All right, what happened?
Oh, wait, what? Something happened with it?
Nah, everybody got quiet. All right, salute. I don't know. Nah,
he be losing every year.
All right, let me lead with love. Some people that had a great year. Some of my MVPs. How about that?
You ain't got no losers.
I don't be looking at them losers.
I'm gonna say Kamala Harris.
I only look at winners.
Kamala Harris, she lost.
She lost. I don't know if she the biggest one though.
No, but she did. It was a big L.
You see the way my vision set up? I can't even see where the losers at.
That's respectable. I feel bad for calling somebody a loser now.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
This is the type of shit he makes us do.
They just lost this year.
Yeah, but the biggest, like MVP of the losers.
Right,
Come on,
I'll give you an example.
But it's like, are they really losers? If
Yeah, like if we make, for example, if we make like a thumbnail, I'm not putting Kamala Harris next to Diddy.
Why
You know,
not?
like
We're not gonna clip this.
Okay.
I promise you. Okay. What I mean, and I'm gonna give you an example. I have a friend who she's a really dear friend of mine, but at some point in our friendship, I said, "Yo, you're not being a good friend."
Right.
It doesn't mean you aren't a good friend. In this moment of time, you're just not acting as a good friend. So that's what I mean by, all right, they just weren't in the most favorable light this year, right? Like a Diddy,
okay,
or a Jonathan Majors, right? Like there's still we don't know. Like
explain that shit, you nigga.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to. I don't want anybody to feel like y'all have to call someone a loser. Like I'm just saying somebody who may not have had the greatest year, and everybody's not gonna have a great year. Like some of us had really fucked up years. Like 2 years ago, I had a really fucked up year. Right? It doesn't mean that I'm a fuck up. Or I'm a loser because of it. It just happened. So I'm sorry if I put that pressure on y'all to call somebody a loser. That's not what I meant.
All good.
I just meant to say they just didn't have the most favorable year.
MVP.
Few niggas. Tory Lane. All right, MVP for me though. Shout out to MVP for me, LeBron James.
Okay.
Got an opportunity to play with his son.
Oh.
You know, a feat that hasn't been done before in the NBA. Second for me, Future. Future was allowed to.
Damn, how many MVPs you got?
Well, I ain't got no losers. I ain't got no multiple.
You're right.
I got he like, damn, I was about to use that shit. My fault. But Future was able to put out. Future was able to put out great music. Was a catalyst of the beef, and just sat back in the background while everybody just streamed his music all throughout the year, and he passed records and did things of that nature, made a bunch of money. So yeah, those are my two MVPs, LeBron and Future.
Cool.
They had good years.
Nyla, Reggie, real quick.
My MVP is Shannon Sharp. He left a major network, went independent, got 2 very successful podcasts. And I think it's cool to see that you can keep reinventing yourself. So shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Love that.
My MVP is Mr. Brian Steele, the Caucasian lawyer that helped Young Thug get out of jail. He's literally, what he did was extraordinary. And shout out to you, Mr. Brian Steele. We are forever indebted to you. And then a personal one, I'm sorry, I'm just so consistent. My personal MVP is Larry June because he kept the peace alive throughout this tumultuous year in hip hop. And I feel like that's needed. There's a place for that.
Wow, look at that.
My MVP of 2024 is Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I don't know how nobody said it.
That was like right there.
But like, all right, cool.
We all had
that was like
cool
right there.
answers. Like,
That was right there.
I literally went last. Like, oh shit, they about to choose Kendrick. But fuck it, I'll take it. My MVP is Kendrick Lamar. I think he just had the most outstanding year. Like he just did his thing. He's announced as the Super Bowl halftime performance. Again, we've seen very limited options at that position. In this space, we've seen the #1 song that he's had as long as he's had it. Just the impact, what he's done for his coast, for his city, for the artists, even in GNX, right? He's highlighted a lot of artists who may not have the spotlight or may not have the opportunity to be highlighted in the way that he's been able to do it. So, again, and Kendrick Lamar.
I love
That's
that.
it. My
Hey,
MVP.
please leave your MVPs and your biggest losers in the comments. I'd love to see both. I really can't think about like some notable losers this year. I guess everybody was just upping it.
It's all good.
Yeah.
That means
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all. With that being said, thank y'all for making it this far into the episode. If you made it this far, there is no reason you haven't liked, comment, subscribed.
Yeah.
I wish that I said these things at the beginning of the episode.
We're terrible with
because
that.
we're supposed to.
We just be so excited.
Yeah, we really do. Especially when we have like guests
Yeah.
and family and friends
Facts.
in the
We
building.
tryna- yeah.
Nyla, can we clap it up for Nyla, y'all?
We have to.
Let's clap it up for Nyla,
Clap it up for the
y'all.
pod. Thanks
You
for having
made
me.
it.
Thank
You
you.
made it.
Thank you.
You did it.
Please,
It's okay.
Please.
She's
What's the
ignoring
problem?
you.
Eh? It's okay
Come
now.
on,
It's
wrap
okay.
it, wrap it,
It's,
wrap it.
it's okay
Sick of
now.
us.
The tit is over.
Nyla, thank you for joining us on this episode. It's honestly, you were like the one and only person we wanted to do this with.
It's true.
Thank
No
you.
lie.
It's not a lie.
I'm happy. I'm
that's all.
happy to be
It's not
here.
a
I
lot.
really love you guys.
For sure.
Thanks.
Thank
Love
you.
you too,
We
man.
appreciate that.
you.
With that being said, we will see y'all again in the new year in 2025. We got a ton in store for you all for Patreon, for new content,
Everything.
for more episodes, for different cadences.
Oh my God.
More everything is up in 2025.
Facts.
Thank y'all. We appreciate y'all. It's the Need to Know Podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know Podcast. We will see y'all again in the new year. Thank God. Fuck y'all niggas. I ain't trying to see you no more.
Wow.
Peace out.
Gang.